Ed is back here to do a little one-on-one. We've had a great time. He's got some great takes. You are not going to want to miss some of the things that he had said. And so, Ed, now I get you one-on-one, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. So walk me through your favorite ballpark memory.
All right, so my favorite ballpark memory would have to be when I took one of my best friends, Tino, to his first Dodger game.
Okay.
I have numerous stories of my favorite times at stadium, but this one in particular was great because he's never been to a Dodger game. He was never a fan of the Dodgers. Took him for his first time. He absolutely loved it. He, in one night, was able to win a hat, enjoy Dodger food, get a hat, be on the Jumbotron for some weird reason. He got on it, I don't know how. And to see his joy and him fall in love with both baseball and the Dodgers after never being there before was great to watch. Now he's a diehard fan. He's probably a bigger fan than me, and I'm not trying to take responsibility for that, but I did drive him there. So that would have to be.
I was his taxi. Yeah. I was his Uber.
I was just there Ubering him, but to see him, his eyes light up was great. It was really good, fun moment for me and him for sure.
Awesome. What's the funniest thing you've seen live at a game?
Funniest thing. Not a lot of people know this, but I actually used to work at Dodger Stadium back in 2007. Okay, I was a concessions manager before I shot over to Staples. The funniest thing I ever seen was when the Braves came to town. As a worker there, we're obviously there before game time. They always let the field fans in first. So the field fans came in, the Braves were hitting BP and taking some grounders. Chipper Jones was taking some grounders at third base. Little kid comes running down the third base side, full, actually half Dodger, half Braves gear, which is kind of funny. And he was yelling out loud, "Chipper!" Chipper Jones wouldn't turn around. More kids came, they all got together. "Chipper!" And they're yelling, he's still not turning around. Finally, they all just in unison just started yelling, "Chipper Jones!" And finally he turned around and waved to the kids, and all the kids go, "You suck!" And I remember I was drinking some water and I spit out my water so fast, and so many people were cracking up, and he started cracking up. And he actually went over there and talked to the kids and signed some baseballs and gave the kid a high five. To see him crack up and go talk to the kids afterwards shows that he's a really good player, especially for the kids. That was probably the funniest thing I ever saw ever. To this day, it's still fresh in my mind like it happened yesterday. So
That's so funny. I've heard you tell that story before. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's awesome. What's the coolest thing you've seen live?
Coolest thing I seen live was actually I was at the 4+1 game.
Okay.
And I was one of the fans that did not go home. I remember everybody leaving. I remember the parking lot. I remember the cars taking off. And if you're a Dodger fan, you never go home early, ever. We always have magic, and sure enough, home run after home run. And I had a funny feeling that Nomar was going to do something special. Just the energy from the fans that were left over there. It felt like the whole stadium was full, which was crazy because it wasn't. Like a lot of people had left. And for him to hit that home run, and we beat the Padres of all teams, was probably the coolest thing I ever saw. I lost my voice that game. And it really changed a lot of fans' perspective on going home early. Because you never know what's going to happen. Every time that comes around, I always love watching the replays and thinking I was in the left field pavilion when it was still, Choloville, and I was able to watch
By
the
the
ball
way,
fly.
you guys have to watch the round table, and I described Dodger fans, and Ed understood, and he says, I'm not one of them.
I'm not on probation, or I was not in jail, just to let you guys know. Yeah. But that was probably one of the coolest things I ever seen. I know I've been to plenty of games, I've been to clinching games, but that one was very special only because nobody thought we'd ever come back from that game, and we did. So
Yeah. Okay, what makes baseball so special? Final question for you.
Final question. And I'm sure a lot of people will probably say this, but family and friends. We can be different fans of different teams. We can love different players. We can hate each other, but baseball brings everybody together. I've known fans from almost every team. My family is a big Dodger family, except for my dad, which is really weird. He's a Giants fan. And no matter what we're going through, no matter how distant or how long we don't talk to each other, whenever something happens with baseball, we always come back. And that goes for any fan, Padre fans, Angel fans, Astro fans. We can have bad history and we'll still love the game. And that right there shows how strong this game has been for everybody. So I believe that family and friends really are important for this game.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you sharing some of those memories. We're gonna get you back on again. Ed, this is Ed, everybody. If you haven't seen the roundtable, like I said, you need to watch the roundtable. But I love him sharing his one-on-one memories and look forward to having you back on again, my friend.
Yes, sir.
All
All
right.
right. Thanks.
Give it.